The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Missouri Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking to pass, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, it's Buckley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Turns it on at midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown Mustangs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Messer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Tigers are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Tight end now in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. The handoff to Johnson. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-backs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. Fires it incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And they'll take over.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged on the outside. It's Knight. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, when you get opportunities down on the 1-yard line, you've got to capitalize. You cannot allow negative plays like that, though.
I think offenses want to be balanced and be able to take advantage of things, but, man, just be the more physical team, pound it downhill, and get a touchdown.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Quarterback making checks. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Messer. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Made a defender miss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Barnett. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Johnson. Spins away from the defense. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, SMU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you'd love to see that.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.